Hi, my name is Kieran Garvey, and this is my project for computer systems and networks called Automated Management Systems, or AMS for short. In my project proposal, I called out that AMS is an innovative IoT project focused on enhancing security and privacy in a controlled company environment, addressing the challenge of granting control access without compromising sensitive information. AMS introduces a comprehensive solution. AMS integrates facial recognition and remote access technologies to regulate entry, ensuring only authorized personnel enter a controlled environment. It employs sophisticated security monitoring to restrict access to specific devices, preventing unauthorized usage within the environment. The system optimizes energy consumption by selectively powering on devices based on the user permissions. When multiple individuals are present, AMS requires facial recognition or QR code authentication for device activation, ensuring access control. Additionally, AMS implements secure login protocols for devices requiring facial recognition and/or QR code authentication, thereby enhancing security measures within the controlled environment. By providing detailed access control and authentication mechanisms, AMS ensures heightened security and restricted access while optimizing resource utilization. I actually met most of what I called out here, bar the only thing I didn't add is when there was 2 users present. I didn't actually do any testing. To get device 1 to enable, you need to use facial recognition and have a valid QR code. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the button for device 1 on my breadboard. It's going to scan my face, recognize me, and then I'm going to show it a QR code to turn on the device. As you can see on my website, it updated. The device 1 is on. It put in at the audit trail of me and the time that I did it. It updated my Firebase app and it updated the Home Assistant. When you have the right user and the wrong QR code, the actual app will not enable the device. If the user has the right QR code and the person doesn't have access to the device, they will not be allowed access. Device 2 uses facial recognition only to turn on and off devices. As you can see, when it recognized me after pushing the button, it turned on the device, it updated the website with the audit trail, it turned on the Firebase, and it turned on in Home Assist. When the user doesn't have access to the device, it just comes up and says access denied up on the terminal up here. Device 3. The QR code for device 3 is hard coded in, so when I display the QR code and scan it, it turns on device 3 if it's all access. To prove it has to be all access, I'm using myself, which is a recognized user, and my actual QR code. So if I push the version 3, it comes up and it tells me access denied. The device 4 is actually the same as device 2. I didn't realize till now. It's actually just programmed slightly differently. It uses a HTTP request to turn on the device. I'll show you it working for an allowed user and an unallowed user. I'm an allowed user, so that turns it on, and Donald Trump is not allowed user. Device 5. In device 5, we use facial recognition, and my app sends a HTTP request to Node-RED, which then sends a message to a Telegram bot to request access approval from a different user. So if I push the button on the breadboard to start device 5, it goes off, gets an image of me, sends it to Node-RED, then it forwards it on to a Telegram bot requesting access from a different user. If I press grant access, it should turn on the device and then it should update the website. If I do the same thing again but deny access, the actual device will not turn on. I also added a feature into my Telegram bot. Basically, you can send a command called device, it sends it to Home-RED, and basically it comes back requesting which device you want to turn on. So let's say we turn on 3. If I hit 3, number 3, device actually turns on, and it replies to you, say, okay, device 3 has been turned on. I also created a Blink app which allows access to turn on and off all devices, and I wanted to show you all the different locations. I've got the website, I've got the real-time database in Firebase, and I've got my Home Assist all update as you turn on off and on your devices. So there's device 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let's turn them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My website is just a simple JavaScript website built within a Node Express app, so I can hide the Firebase configs inside a .env file, so I don't have to share all my information. As you've seen in the other videos, the kind of audit trail here of the last 5 entries actually updates as the different devices run in the app. I can also turn on and off devices from within this application by pressing enable, putting in my password, and then turning on a device. You can't turn on a device unless you put in a password. The device has to be a correct password recorded in the database. There is one little bug, and if I was doing this properly, I would change it. You can actually go here, and you can go in here, and you can change the CSS for the switch, and the device will be enabled. Node-RED. I'm using Node-RED as kind of like a middleware. It's linking all my device, my Firebase, my Blink, my Telegram, linking them all together, and my website. So basically, for Firebase, if the device is updated to on or off on the database, it switches. So if it's on or off, it basically switches it on or off, and then it basically just logs it in the terminal. It goes the other way around. If the device is turned on, so this is device 1, status on my Home Assist, it then sends the payload to Firebase to update the device to on. For Blink, it's similar. Basically, if it's switched to on, it turns on or off the device, and if the device is turned on or off, it updates the button on Blink. My devices is just it's a HTTP request. Basically, you can just, if you visit that website, it will turn it on or off. So basically, the endpoint is like toggle-home-assistant-xyz /endpoint1 will toggle this on. Telegram. How my Telegram app works is it sends HTTP requests with all the information to build the payload. It sends with the photo, with the caption to send, the first name, the last name, and the device that we've been trying to access, and then I send a keyboard to grant access or deny access. And then basically I have 2 other things listening to the bot to look for grant access, and if it's grant access, it turns it on, and if it's deny access, it turns it off. So basically, if it was on, it would turn it off. Also, the other part where I send device to the bot, it basically replies with the message and gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and based on which one it is, I'm turning on a different device and sending a reply.